architecture. Voice is tough. Yeah, here.
Remember the tip your before you do that.
All right.
U.S. trees get awfully dusty.
Well, we use it now.
Where are your work clothes, John? I wear my work clothes. I'm wearing my work clothes.
If you all come over this way, we'll get it started in a minute. You can stay in the shade there if you like, or if you want to sit down at the 1B, which we're here tonight to officially and symbolically get started. So this is the official groundbreaking for the 1B phase, and it will now come to order. As you know, phase 1B in buildings includes the college center, the gymnasium, the corporation yard, and the pool. Our thanks go to a number of groups. First one I'll mention is we'll be paying some 50 to 60% of the total cost. We certainly appreciate the work of our legislators, B, Hondal, and Petrus, that were invited to be here but were unable to. Next group that we need to express our appreciation to are the citizens of Fremont and Newark, because without them, without their vote in the 1965 and their support of the bond elections, of course this wouldn't have been possible. And on the bond election, we're fortunate to have one of the two general chairmen here tonight. The chairman of the first two bond election was Holger Rasmussen, and the last two was Frank Haggerty, and Frank is here with us tonight. Certainly the board members, both the present members in the past. Rather interesting coincidence, there are, of course, 7 members on our board, and there are 7 others that have served on the board. Administrators who do the managing are also an important part of the team. We don't have very many yet, but it's growing every year, and that's the alumni, the former students, and of course they're the ones that pioneered the college, without whom we couldn't have gotten this far. The ones that's going to do the actual work are the contractor and his crew, and they're represented, and these shovels, these hats are provided by the contractor. And of course the contractor wouldn't know what to do if he didn't have some plans, and those plans are made by the architect. The architect, as you know, is Ernest Cup and Associates, and they're represented tonight. So now, without further ado, the college. First we'll take the present board members. Our president is Walter J. Thompson.
Need any help?
Throw it away from me.
Just turn it over.
And next, our vice president, Kenneth Foster.
You might need some help there, Walt.
I expect I'm the only member of the board that's used one of them.
Right. Help me. Get in here. We'll do it right there in that pile. There we go.
And our board secretary, Joseph McCord.
We'll let you shovels. Okay, I come not to praise Newark, but to bury.
Take that.
Stepping on his shoes, Walt.
Lions Club had the meeting today. Mr. Hucker wasn't there, but their president requested me to be sure and have him return a shovel full of earth if they were going to find him at the next meeting he attended. And our
13th board member I just figured out.
then the 14th man to be elected to the board, our junior board member, newest, Walter Aylward. Now, going right on down the list, the way the secretary has them listed here, representing the Dixon contractor, Ernie Liebhardt.
Well, I'm sure that I've done that a lot of times.
And also representing the contractor, Mr. Van Stratton. Mr. Van Stratton, as I understand, is to be the on-site
I've never found one to fit.
on-site superintendent to be actually running the job. Now, the representing the bond committees, which we've had 4 now, Mr. Frank Haggard, who was chairman of the last 2 bond committees. Is Dr. Rasmussen here? Dr. Rasmussen was the chairman of the other 2.
Good luck.
And representing the administration, the president of their management committee, management team, Dr. Neil McCollum. Neil there?
I wouldn't miss it. You got your coin detector there? No, I've already covered this area.
And president of the faculty senate, Mr. Dennis Rogan. And representing the one that, or the group that provides the checks for the contractors, our business manager, Mr. Al Foley.
Hey!
The money's sticking out of his pocket.
Notice that green suit.
I hope this doesn't constitute a change order.
And representing the athletic department that's going to make use of much of these facilities, Mr. Richard Pater. He also has 2 of these students with him. They come up and take the other shovels, Mr. Brent Liebhardt and Mr. Roy Webster.
Hey, is this the soil for our football field?
That's it. That's your football field.
Newark's the only place that lets us play. You know, we can't play in Fremont.
This is the excavation for start of the excavation for the swimming pool. 2 students again are Brent Liebhardt and Roy Webster. And representing the classified employees, Mrs. Marion Stewart.
Looks like you've been riding a horse all afternoon.
More dirt, no stuff.
And representing the most important group of all the students, Mr. Dennis Hughes. And we should have a lady student with him. Would you come up, Miss Huckabee, and represent the women students?
Show me you can get a bigger shovel.
You know, these buildings are really going to be for the, mostly for the future, so I think the 3 little...
There you go, Eileen. That girl.
What is your name? You didn't give me your name.
Give Dr. Ripley your name.
Eileen.
Eileen Aylward, right? Good. Okay,
Go on back and she wants to get a picture of you. Watch your feet.
Watch out for the...
and this is Miss Blanchard and Miss Blanchard.
Wait a minute. Hold it right there. He wants to get a picture of you. Get a hold of your shovel. There, girl.
Put your foot on it, dig in.
Okay, this is our hope for the future. Thank you, girls.
Too bad you don't have a camera to hand the joke.
Wish he'd been here in 1966, he might have won that because he would have supported us. Yeah, certainly the Dean of Students representing his staff, counselors, as well as the honor students as well as the students on probation, Mr. William Blunt.
I think he's still in the area, but I'm not sure. He just quit.
And one that's working day to day with us, Mr. Robert Allen. We need a representative of the community, and we have that very ably represented in Mr. Charles Russell. If you'll come up, Mr. Russell, and turn a shovel full of earth. You didn't know you were going to have to work when you got here. It's your turn.
Come on, Charlie. Come on, Charlie.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to I'll put my wide-angle lens on for you, Charlie.
Oh, boy.
Most prominent Democrat.
Watergate.
Chappaquiddick. He's putting all the dirt back where we got it from.
And representing the directors in community service, Mr. Frank Nakasako.
Can't work around here without a hat.
I'm going to stay home.
Stand up and they can see you.
Have to use two at once.
You're getting down to the hard part, Frank.
Now we'd like to have the wives of all these representatives. Rest of you know which ones are your wives if you'll have them come up too. Mrs. Aylward, representing the wives of the board members.
How about the one with the superintendent and his wife?
Thanks a lot. Looks like we're putting it right back.
You'll never get that swimming pool dug that way, I know.
You want it right now, tonight.
Let's see, we have, would you come up too?
I don't know.
The lady in the blue blouse, the good-looking one?
Mothers-in-laws don't count.
Oh, come on.
Yes, Walt, you did well on that one.
Yeah.
And representing the secretaries, Miss Chris Garens.
Hey, now this is what we've been waiting for.
We have a group sort of in between students and secretarial staff. One that is a student also working on the secretarial staff. Vivian Drager, would you come up? And certainly the area of instruction, since that's really what the college is for, the Dean of Instruction, Dr. William Richter. Thank you, Vivian.
Somebody to kill.
You two are next.
I think this has been said before, but what we're interested in instruction is the end product.
You have to lay a good foundation.
And we've had two that have been very excellent audience sitting right here in the front row. We'd like to have you two come up and let me know who you are. What is your name? Oh, this is Peter Aylward and Kathy Aylward.
Nothing like bringing your whole cheering section up right.
Now, I think I see, one very important group, the group that does the planning, and that is the architects and representing Cup Associates, Craig Steinman. Would you come up? I'll get you next.
This is how it's done.
And Dale, why don't you stay here, Craig, while Dale also turns one. We'll get the two of you together.
Every other shovel full count.
Dale holds down the central office, and Craig is the project architect that's over here a good many hours of the day. Thank you, gentlemen. Now, let's see, I think I missed one or two from the business office. Would you come up?
Is that Mr. Larson?
You know, we still have 15 minutes for the board meeting, before the board meeting.
We all get to do it again.
Our largest building, one that's under construction now, and the most expensive, will house the library as well as the student records. Okay, if you ladies... Okay, thank you. And Mr. Larson, representing the library audiovisual instructional aids. And there are three others that have been very busy tonight. They're both students and workers in taking these pictures. If you'll come up one at a time and the other two can get your picture. Jim McCune, you come first. And Doug Prazak and Jeff. What's your last name, Jeff?
Gary Steele.
Oh, Gary Steele. I didn't miss it much. 4 letters in each word. They've been calling him Jeff for 2 months and he never corrected me. Thank you, Gary Steele. Now, let's see. Doug, you haven't done it yet. Is there anybody else? How about the boy down the rock? Can you get him up here? He's the outpost to warn us if the revenue officers get nearby.
I think he's got a roll.
See, what is your name? Dutro? Rich Rowe? Rose. Richard Rose. He was the photographer's assistant. Thank you, Richard. Okay, unless this is your opportunity now, we've got about 12 minutes left. If anybody would like to make a 12-minute speech, we'll turn the mic over to them. If not, why we'll declare the official grading ceremony for Phase 1B over.